Hey guys, this is Genesim and today I'm going to be showing you how I created this nice soft smoky eye look. If you like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button, so let's get started. So as you can see, I've got some ugly rollers in my hair. I'm going to just put on my fiance's bathrobe belt around my forehead because I don't have a headband, just to keep them out of my face and create less distractions. So after I finish moisturizing my face, I use the Photo Finish Primer from Smashbox all over my face and a little bit on my neck just so my foundation can go on nice and smooth. I've been using this one for years and absolutely love it. It makes the foundation go on so perfectly. For my foundation, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation, and I'm just going to apply a little bit to my stippling brush, apply a bit all over my face, and then buff it out afterwards. This is a full coverage foundation as well. If you don't want it to look too heavy, you can also mix it with a little bit of lotion and kind of apply it as a tinted moisturizer. If you do not own an eyeshadow primer or you don't really want to spend a lot of money on one, you can also apply this to your lids and it works pretty much the same. I do it all the time and have no issues with creasing. And always apply the foundation to your neck as well. For my eyeshadows, I'm using the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette, and whenever you're doing a smoky eye, it's always a better idea to start with the lighter shades first. The color called Shade goes right underneath the eyebrow. The next shade that I'm going to apply just slightly above my eyelid crease is called Nooner, and this is going to be a nice transition shade between the very light brow bone and the darker outer corners of your eye that you're going to do. I'm just using a fluffy brush, but you don't have to be too particular about the type of brush you use. You can even use your fingers. The next shade that's going to go a little bit below the eyelid crease is called Factory. This shade is the second darkest color we're going to be using. It's also suitable for daytime because it's a little bit shimmery, but it's not overly glittery. Also, when you do your eye makeup in general, always go and do whatever you did to your first eyelid to your second eyelid, just to keep things more uniform and even. Don't try to finish one and then go back and do the other one. Now, before we go ahead with the darker color, just go ahead with a fluffy brush and blend out the very light shade on your brow bone with the second shade you used. For the final and darkest color for the outer corners of my eye, I'm using the color Black Heart. This is a pretty pigmented color, so what you want to do is you want to use a brush that is smaller and denser just so you can kind of push it into your eyelid. And you're going to apply this just above your lash line, starting from the outer corner right to the middle of your eye. Just because I'm not doing a 3D eye look, I'm not going to apply this to the inner corners. Next, you're going to take a smaller fluffy brush and you're going to blend in that color with the color Factory that you put above it. Always start off by applying a little bit of the very dark shade because you can always make it darker, but if you go too dark, you won't be able to go light again. Then you're going to have to wash your whole face, sit in your bed and cry for about 30 minutes because you have to do your makeup all over again. Next, I'm going to apply my eyeliner, and I know my eye doesn't look very dark right now, but we're going to darken it afterwards. So this eyeliner is called Pour Amour. It's the liquid liner from Kat Von D, and I've been using it for ages. I absolutely love it. This liquid liner is very nice and it kind of dries on matte. However, it is not waterproof, so if you have very watery eyes, then I would not recommend this for you. Now that the wing is done, I'm just going to go back with a fluffy brush into the darkest shade and apply it right above the wingtip and into the eyelid crease. To start the contouring, I'm going to use the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit in medium, and I'm going to highlight using the color Banana. I'm sure you guys have seen this a million times on Instagram, but I don't apply the darker shade and the lighter shade together. I always do the lighter one first, buff it out, and then apply the darker shade afterwards. So this is just going to go under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, forehead, above my lip, chin, and corners of my mouth. Now you can just take that highlight and blend it in with a damp blender puff or beauty blender. For my darker shade, I'm using the color Cinnamon, and I'm just going to apply the line, but I'm not going to make it straight. I kind of curve it a little bit just to make it look like I have some cheekbones. To blend out the darker shade, I usually just use this type of brush. I start from the middle of my face and work my way outwards just because it doesn't make your face look too harsh. And with a smaller brush, I'm just going to contour the lines of my nose. And to set all of this, I'm just going to use the Smashbox Photo Set Finishing Powder. For my eyebrows, I just use a mascara brush and brush the hair upwards and then smooth them out, either with a brush or with your finger. So I like to keep my eyebrows fairly thick so I don't have to shade them in too much. What I do is I just take any dark color eyeshadow and make a line right underneath my eyebrow and kind of just push that line upwards so my eyebrow is not too harsh. And with the same brush, I'm going to apply the color Black Heart on the outer lower corners of my eyes. Next, apply the color Trick right into your brow bone just to give yourself a little bit of shimmer. And for the lashes, my favorite part, I'm using my own brand of Giannassime lashes in the style Gia, and these are available on my website on giannassime.com. For my blush, I'm using Dior in the color Peachy Keen, and I'm just going to apply that to the apples of my cheek and a little bit into the darker contour. And just a little bit of mascara on the bottom lash line. And for the highlight shimmer, I am using the Anastasia Illuminator in the color Riviera, and you could just apply this to all of the lighter highlighted areas that you did earlier. For my lips, I'm using the color Trap by ColourPop, and this dries on completely matte. And just to give my eyes a little bit of pop, I added the Bronze Glitter by Lise Watier, just a teeny tiny bit in the middle of my lid. And now that my makeup is finally done, I can take out these hideous curlers. And for those of you wondering what I use in my hair, I use the Red Oil Hair Treatment, which is basically for length, thickness, and overall health and shine of your hair. It's also available on my website, which is posted in the description. I wanted more of a messy curly look, so I just went ahead and unraveled all of those curls. Hope you guys enjoyed this look. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can also follow me on Instagram at Giannassime, and all my other social media accounts are listed in the description. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!